So we've gone over a lot of stuff in this video. We've kind of taken what we learned from the first video, which is how to sweep pick, and now we're actually doing it in a musical context. So we've learned about shapes, and there's a lot more shapes than the ones I went over, but the most common ones are what's called the cage system, which is C, A, G, E, and D. And there's a lot of variations we can make. We only worked with major and minor arpeggios, and we touched on diminished arpeggios. But there's suspended arpeggios, there's seventh arpeggios, there's a lot of stuff out there. Also, there's a lot of tapping stuff you can do, and I'll be getting into that in the next video. You've pretty much got enough information here to go out and learn the solos that you want to learn that incorporate sweep picking. My first one was Selke's The Endless Obsession by Between the Baron and Me, and that's a really good solo to learn if you want to learn how sweep shapes will lock into each other. He does a really good job of just making it sound awesome and implying what we'll be discussing in a later video, extensions and things like that. So if you're looking for a solo to start off with, I would definitely suggest Selke's An Endless Obsession. And remember, don't try to learn it at speed, learn it slow. And don't take the tablature that you get, like note for note. Try to view the shapes that he's using, because if you view it as shapes, everything's a lot easier to learn. So what we've taken away today is basically the most commonly used sweep picking shapes, how to lock them together in a musical context, how to clean them up a little bit more, how to abbreviate them, how arpeggios work, how to go from major to minor, what the shapes are based on. In that case, you could really build your own shapes using open chords. So at this point, you really know most of what you're going to need to know to get through anything that requires sweep picking. You can take all these shapes and, get them down, and whenever you learn a song that has sweep picking in it, or want to add a part that has sweep picking in it, you'll know everything to kind of figure out what will work best in that situation. So I encourage you to, whatever songs you heard that made you want to sweep pick, go try to learn them. They're not, at this point, they shouldn't be as unmanageable as they seemed at first. It's really just a matter of understanding how it works to make it available to you, like something you could do. You can go, oh yeah, well, I get it now. He's just using this shape and he's going to that shape. Not to say it'll be any easier, but at least you'll understand it and it'll be manageable. Also, experiment. Like I said, I can't stress enough how important it is to just kind of figure everything out on your own. Try to find another spot for a note, make a new shape, just mess around, find something cool. So if you guys have any questions or didn't understand something or want me to expand upon something, just leave a comment with what you're having a problem with, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. And like I said, at this point, the world is your oyster. You can kind of take these shapes and the knowledge that you've learned, and if you apply it and you practice it, sweep picking will not be much of a mystery anymore. Like I said, there's still some extensions and tapping and sweep, but 90% of the time it's just going to be these shapes. I'm going to be making a few more videos soon of things like pinch harmonics and tapping and a few other mysteries of the guitar. And if you want something specific, just let me know, and I will add that to the list of videos to make. And again, the exercise that I mentioned earlier is a really good exercise. I adapted it from the piano, and I tabbed it out on guitar. I play it every morning. It will make you a better guitar player, period. It's really hard to do, but after watching this video and that video, I think you'll be able to manage it. It just takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. It took me about 2 months to get it down really well. All of this stuff is pretty hard to do for everybody, really. So don't get discouraged about it. I know it's really hard, and at the very beginning you might be like, I can't do this, this is impossible. But just remember, do everything slowly. You have to understand everything very well. Practice without distractions. Make sure that you're fully grasping the concept, and it takes a long time. It takes a long time. Something a lot of people do is they worry about where they want to be. And all they can think about is the fact that they're not there yet. They're not where they want to be yet. But the only way to get there is to focus on what you're doing and make sure that what you're currently doing is the proper path to take to get where you want to be. So by playing every note with intention, practicing slowly, practicing without distraction, you can guarantee to yourself, tell yourself, I'm not where I want to be right now, but if I just keep doing this, I will get there. It is a fact that if you keep doing it, you will eventually get there. And if you just focus on the present and focus on what you're currently doing, the next thing you know, when you quit worrying about where you want to be, you get there without noticing it. So just keep it up. If you have trouble with it, take a break. Don't make it a chore. try to relax a little bit. I think something that'll be really useful to people who get frustrated when they practice is to know, no matter how bad it might sound or how far away you are from what you want to sound like, if you just keep doing it, you'll get there. That is a fact. You can just keep telling yourself, like, I know it sounds bad right now, but with 100% certainty, I will get there. So don't get frustrated, just keep playing. And like I said, if you have any questions, just ask me, and I'm really excited to be doing more videos. Thanks, guys.